Hey guys, this is Keith and welcome back to my channel. And if y'all don't know me, y'all can subscribe to my channel and get notified for upcoming videos. But right now, I'm going to be painting this RC car body in a few minutes here. But right now, I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about how the RC car body looks like here. When I first got this RC car body, it was beat up bad. There were scuff marks on it. There were scratches on it. The whole body was painted white. And it was all painted in the windows. In the side windows were all painted white. And it didn't have no clear windows at first. But I had removed the paint off the windows with some kind of paint remover. And it worked. And now this is all masked up and ready for a new color, which I'm going to be painting it racing red. And this is Duratrax RC car paint that I'm going to be using on this RC car body. And that's what I'm going to be using to paint this RC car body. And this RC car body is a PROTOFORM Honda Civic EX. And this RC car body looks like a 2001 Honda Civic EX. And that's what this RC car body looks like. Y'all see how this looks? Yeah, it looks like a 2001 Honda Civic EX. And this is what it looks like now. And when I tried to spray paint all the windows on this RC car body, it started to tear. And I was a little worried at first that the whole RC car body was gonna tear and rip open. Yeah, I was worried at first. And it was starting to crack on top of the body. And I thought it was gonna crack more than that. But it had stopped cracking on top of the body. And when I had looked at this crack in the windshield and on top of the body, I didn't know what to do then. And this had happened when I had painted the windows clear early this summer. But I had found a way to seal the cracks using this plastic that I bought from eBay. And I had glued this plastic on the windshield of this RC car body and on the top of this RC car body, and that fixed the problem. And I had cut this and made a windshield out of it and had glued it on the front windshield where it was cracking at, and I had cut this and made a roof and had glued it on top of this RC car body, and that prevented from cracking even more. And I was able to save this RC car body. And this is what I did. But the other places on this RC car body didn't crack, which is the hood of this body and the rear of this body. Both of these places didn't crack. The only two places that cracked, which is the front window of this car body and the roof of this RC car body. Nowhere else. And I was lucky that it didn't crack nowhere else. Luckily it didn't crack nowhere else. And if this car body had cracked in half, there was no way that I can glue it back. But luckily it didn't crack in half. I was able to patch it up with plastic that I cut, and I was able to glue it on there so that it won't crack again. And it haven't cracked since I had glued that plastic on. But I'm going to start painting this RC car body, and I'll show y'all how it looks after it's painted. This is my second RC car, and this one has the same wheels like my other RC car has. And this one is going to get painted. And this car body is on a Fortec 2.02, and this is what it's on now. And I'm going to paint it in a few minutes here. And I'll have a new color to it. I'm going to paint this in the other room and see what this color looks like after it's painted. I'm in the other part of the room which is the laundry room, is a little small here, but I'll be able to film here because I don't want the spray paint films to get out there and go upstairs where it could go at. And I don't want that spray paint films to go upstairs because this stuff is strong and it can go anywhere. So I'm being careful with this stuff so I won't spray it out there. But I'm able to spray it here where the door is at, and that can go out there so it won't be suffocating nobody. But here are the RC car paints that I'll be using. And the first paint that I'm gonna be using is Duratrax Basic White. And this is the paint that I'm gonna use first under this car body here. And the Silver Streak RC car paint that I'm gonna be using last will be under this car body here. It'll cover it. And the last paint I'm gonna be using after these two RC paints is Racing Red. And I'm gonna be spraying it outside this car body here. And this car body should look a whole lot better after it's spray painted. And I had covered some parts under here with painting tape, and I had covered some parts outside the body with painting tape too. And once I get finished using these two paints here, I'm gonna let this dry for a while, and then once that dries under the car body, I'm gonna use this Racing Red RC car paint here and spray this on the outside this car body. And I had put painting tape on the roof of the car body, and that's gonna be the sunroof there, and that's why I covered it up so that it won't get paint on it. After I'm done painting the outside of the car body, I'm gonna peel this off on the top, and that will be a sunroof there. But I'm gonna do everything I can to make this car body look as good like it was then. So I'm gonna be painting this car body and see how this turns out after it's painted. I got a mask on now so I won't get those fumes in my nose and lungs. So I always have to wear a mask so I won't get that stuff in my lungs. This stuff will cause cancer if you don't wear a mask. So you have to always wear a mask when you're spray painting these car bodies. I had let this basic white dry for an hour, and now I'm spraying this silver streak inside the car body. And that's what I'm going to be spraying inside this car body. Sorry that I had to cut you off, guys, because I had a phone call. But what I'm saying is I'm going to spray the outside of this car body with this Racing Red RC car paint. And I'm going to spray this on and see how this looks after the car body is painted. And I forgot to mention that I sprayed clear coat on this car body to make it a little better. But it came out better once I sprayed clear coat on it, and it looks a lot better now. But I'm going to remove the tape that had got overspray on the headlights, in the rear lights, in the windows, in the side windows. So I'm going to remove the tape that got sprayed over, and I'm going to be removing that now. I got all the tape off of everything, including the headlights, the rear lights, the windows, the side windows, and the sunroof window. But this was hard to get off, so I had got this off while I was off camera. You see, this was hard to get off, but luckily I had got it off, and now it's clear. Oh, and I want to let y'all know that I'm not going to be installing these LED lights on this car body, because I don't want to make the video long for y'all. But on the next video, I'll be installing these LED lights here in this car body here, and showing y'all how the LED lights work. And I'm going to glue these LED light buckets in this car body. And I have all the LED light accessories here. I have the LED lights glued in the light buckets here, a LED cable here, a LED switch here, and a LED control box here as well. And once I glue all these LED light buckets in this car body, I'm going to be sticking this control box here under the roof of this car body. And that's going to be in another video. But thank you guys so much. And if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified for upcoming videos. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.